High-yielding varieties. The population of India in world is 17.5% and it has a land area of only 2.4%. In order to feed the entire population, it needs to develop and grow very high-yielding crops. In the mid-1960s, food production in India increased due to the introduction of plant breeding techniques. High-yielding new varieties of cereals along with improved agricultural methods like use of fertilizers, irrigation and pesticides brought many-fold increase in food grain production. This breakthrough in agriculture was known as the Green Revolution. Wheat. Norman E. Borlaug, also known as father of the Green Revolution, developed semi-dwarf variety of wheat in Mexico. He received the Nobel Peace Prize in 1970 for his contribution to the humankind in the field of agriculture. Later, Indian geneticist Dr. Swaminathan and his team crossbred Indian varieties of wheat with these Mexican semi-dwarf varieties to produce Indian semi-dwarf varieties like Sonalika and Kalyan Sona. In 1963, these high-yielding and disease-resistant varieties were introduced all over the wheat-growing belt of India. Due to this, the production of wheat in India increased from 11 million tons to 86 million tons during the period 1963 to 2011. Rice. Earlier rice varieties like IR8, Philippines, and Taichung Native 1, Taiwan, were introduced to develop semi-dwarf varieties of rice. These developed varieties were introduced in India in 1966. Later, India also developed better-yielding semi-dwarf varieties like Jaya and Ratna. Thus, the production rate went up from 35 million tons to 95.32 million tons. Sugarcane. In North India, a local sugarcane variety, Saccharum barberi, was usually grown. The yield of this variety was low and it had poor sugar content. A tropical cane, Saccharum officinarum, grown in South India, had a much thicker stem and high sugar content. However, cultivating this variety in the north was not possible as they could not grow well in that climate. Later, both the varieties were successfully crossed to produce a hybrid variety having desirable qualities like high yield, thick stems, higher sugar content, and ability to grow in other parts of India other than its native place. Millets. Hybrids of maize, jowar and bajra have been successfully developed in India. These include high-yielding varieties that are resistant to water stress. Some of them are Sona Kanchan, that is maize, CSH series, jowar, PHB, BJ and BK, bajra.